What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 53. Back again, man. Story time, yeah. Man, listen. Listen. Whether it was YA, camp, juvenile hall, prison, the county jail, no matter what judicial system that you was going through, that visiting your, it was always known to be off limits for drama. We used to always try to keep that off limits to drama. Cause you out there with your family, man. You out there with your grandparents, your parents, your siblings, your children. Try to keep all BS to a minimum, no matter what may be going on inside. Once you outside on the visiting yard, try to keep that to a minimum. Has it been some mess? Sure. I've seen it plenty of times in the past. Have almost been involved plenty of times in the past. Because you know what I'm saying? Especially like when I was in the California prison system. When something that went down on the yard, and if it was racial, hey man, I was like a runaway train. You know, I would tend to hey man, fooling with me, depending on the severity of it, on what was going down at the time. It was a couple of times I had notions, hey, it's man, visiting yard or wherever. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get down. I'm finna do my due diligence. Bump them. You know? That's how my heart was back then. But anyway, I've seen a few times where, you know what I'm saying, it was like the song you say back in the day, sticky situation on that visiting yard, man. And this story right here is one of them times. Man, we're going to go back to the early 80s, man. I was in YTS. I was in YA. And, you know, in YA, it was gang bang central. YTS, YA period. But YTS, oh, come on, man. YTS was off the chain when it come to that gang banging stuff. You gotta look, man. You got anybody that's somebody that's anybody, and everybody that wanna be somebody in that gang world in YTS, especially back then. In my day and age, in my era, where the YA babies was showing up, really coming up, oh yeah. Man, it was on in YA, man. It was on in YTS. You were going, there was nowhere in the world you was not going to be incarcerated, be locked up in there with your main enemies. You know what I'm saying? And see, back then, it was different than how it is now. Now, the lines are blurred. You don't know who is friend or who is foe today, no matter where it's blue on blue, or whether it's blue on red, or whether it's red on red. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it could be anything. It go any direction or whatever with whoever, you know? But back then, in the early 80s, oh, no. It was written in stone. The lines weren't blurred. They were very sharp and crisp. You knew what to do, when to do it, and who to do it to. You knew who your enemies were. Simple as that. You knew who you was cool with, and you knew who you wasn't cool with. And that was that. So anyway, in TS at that time, you was going to be locked up with somebody from some place that you did not get along with at all, period. You were going to be locked up with people who done something to you, or who done something to one of your homeboys or homegirls. You was going to be locked up with all that. Dudes that was in there done stuff to your family members, the whole hookup, you know? And we weren't up under the rules in YA that we were up under in prison. YA, you know, it was, hey, get down where you get mad at, on site. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. wasn't no trying to be politically correct. Well, we don't want to do this, this, and this because we all the same race and we got this race over here that's might be an opposition to it, so we got to be cool so we can get at them in case they get wrong. No, it wasn't none of that in YA. No. Everybody had their own enemy. Mexicans was fighting Mexicans, blacks fighting blacks. Whites was trying to get in wherever they fit in. You know what I'm saying? And the others was there too, you know? So boom, that's how that went. Man, listen, I seen a situation happen one day. It was wild. It was wild. It was some Crippin' Blood stuff too, man. It was Crippin' Blood stuff. I do not want to say the participant's name because two of them still floating around. Both of them still floating around. Nor do I want to say what set they was from. No. Just know that one was a Crip and one was a Blood. And they were from main enemy sets on the streets. I'm talking about did not like each other, couldn't stand each other. And I'll go as far to say that it was two West Side sets. Put it like that. I give you that little tidbit. It was a Crip set and a Blood set off the West Side. So anyway, we had visiting one day. Now listen, I had never seen nothing like this before. Never seen. Not only had I never seen nothing like this before, but nor have I ever seen anything to this magnitude afterwards. Now, I've heard about certain things. Yeah, I heard about certain, you know what I'm saying, stabbing, stickings, and all that on the visiting yard. Is what it is, was what it was. It's going to be what it's going to be. Y'all know or see, you know. But anyway, listen. I'm in TS, one of the rare times that I wasn't on O&R, I wasn't on the lockdown program. I go to the visiting yard. Who came to see me? My mom's came to see me. Now, mom's come to see me, man, was a trip to me because mama was hilarious, man. You know, I get my sense of humor from her. But now, mama had a cold thing about talking about folks. Man, my mom was, man, listen, on that visiting yard, she was coming up there strictly to talk about people. She gonna talk about everything, and I kind of picked that up from her too. But mom's was something else, and mom's filter didn't work. No, no, it didn't work, man. Her filter did not work. Man, she would talk about people. Then she loud though. Look. Mom's the type, she thinks she be whispering, man, ooh, will you look at this? What? Look. But she be loud as I don't know what. I be like, hold up, mama, man, kick back, be cool. Stop, stop. Man, listen, mom's gonna talk. And her thing was them interracial couples. Ooh, man. Mom's had a cold thing about that. She come up in a different day and age. Mom was not with the race mixing, period. She was not with it. No. Her understanding was zero, period. I told y'all in one of my videos how she tripped that day when she came home and I was up in her house with the little white girl. But the white girl was a Criplet though. She was from Playboy Gangsters. But I was up in there with her. And man, mom's had a fit. Put me out, put her out, sprayed the little girl with Lysol, all type of stuff. Man, mom used to be tripping, boy. Tell you some of the stuff. Well, anyway, that ain't what the story's about, though. I'm going off on a tangent. Man, listen, it's about the incident that took place in the visiting yard this day. So, the two individuals who are the main protagonists in this story. Everybody in TS knew that these two didn't like each other. Now, they just really didn't like each other. But now, it was a whole bunch of us in there that really didn't like each other. So, it wasn't no thing. Point blank. Man, they called me to go on the visiting yard that morning. I go. So, mom, she there to see me. And it ain't no thing. It's cool, regular visit, you know. So she telling me about what's going on with my sisters. You know what I'm saying? She kicking it with me. Telling me this, telling me that. You know, just really filling me in on a whole lot of stuff. So she like, okay. Of course, she's going through her regular shenanigans about stuff she see on the yard. Man, dudes up there and they up there with them old blowed out toe up females. Man, mom's talking about them bad. She, man, look at that. Man, look, she not. Man, you know, man, mom's type boy. She ought to be ashamed of herself. Come up here looking like that. Man, what? What? Man, you know, I'll be like, man, mama, kick back. No, mama, be quiet, man. Man, you talking loud, mama. You know, I'm going through that the whole time. But it's funny, though. Almost had an incident with a dude one time behind mom's running her mouth about this man woman. But anyway, time going on. I heard a loud bang. Boom! Heard a loud bang. So when I heard the loud bang, I looked over there by the vending machine, by that microwave. Man, listen. It's now when I say free world, dude, I use that term because I got used to saying that out here in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? They say the free world. Free world means a person who's not locked up. Anyway, so now it was a dude in there, a little blood dude. He over by the vending machine. I'm talking about they getting down. Him and another dude's people that it came up to see him. Now, at the time, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't find this out till, you know, later on, back after, you know, afterwards, talking to different people. But now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go ahead and give y'all what it was now, so you will know why this incident took place. But now, like I say, at the time that I'm watching the incident, I don't know what the problem is. Boom. But now what it was, okay. The blood dude was on the visiting yard with his moms and his pops. With his moms and his pops. He's already on the visiting yard with his family. Okay. The Crip dude come out there with his moms and his brother. Now him and his brother, now of course his brother banging from the streets, wild as a Taliban in that life. But now they come up to see they brother and they son. What had happened was when the Crip dude's brother came in, he see him, he up in there, he noticed the blood dude. Of course, like I say, they main rivalries from the streets, hate each other. Now, this blood dude must have been in there for doing something real bad to one of their homeboys, you know what I'm saying, along the line. In fact, that's what it was. The blood dude was in there for deleting one of their homeboys on the street. Now, the Crip dude who was locked up, I don't know if they had fought before or not, but of course, like I say, you know, they didn't like each other. But now, if it was going to be a fight about that, it would have been a fight every day with everybody. Because you in here, like I say, this is gang bang central. You in here with all type of dudes who done off somebody from your set. You in there with all type of dudes that you might have off somebody from they set. Might have did horrendous drive-by on them. Might have shot their folks' house up, the whole hookup. We all in here together. You know what I'm saying? So we tend to, like, you know what I'm saying, know how to handle that a little bit better than we gonna say somebody that's on the street, you know? Hold on. Oh, time to get it redone. But anyway, so now here it is. Oh, the other little Crip dude, when his brother, he peeped the dude. So now he knowing, hold up, man, this the dude that that whacked the homie such and such. That's him. Now, what type of words was passed between him and his brother, I don't know. But whatever the words were, I guess old boy couldn't take it. He couldn't stand it. His relationship with whoever got knocked off might have been a little bit closer than this dude here. Because that's the same way if I come up, I pop up, I come in, and I see the dude who, you know what I'm saying, at that time, not Crazy Rayo. And they're off. Off, man, there we go. Off the rip. Here we go. You know, so I can understand the situation that went down. I can understand it to the fullest extent. The little blood dude was at the vending machine or whatever with his pops. They chopping it up, talking. Man, the Crip dude that was on the visiting yard, his brother got up out the chair and went over there and just took off. I ain't even finna try to embellish it, put no whole bunch of this and that on it. Man, listen, no. He got up out the chair, bailed up on old boy and fired. Boom! When he fired, oh, that was the noise I heard. Made me look. Man, look, they go to locking up. Boop, 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 bam. Okay, look. From them locking up, the little Crip dude that was sitting at the table that was locked up too, he jumped up and he run to get in it. You know, dang, this is my brother fighting. Not only my brother, my homeboy too, you know. They trying to pack the blood dude out. The blood dude father wasn't going for it. He like, no. Whether he knew what was going on or not, he like, I know he in his mind, he like, hold up, this my son. So he in it. He go to taking off. Boop, bop, bam. Now it's a 2-on-2. Man, they locking up. Man, people running, women hollering. Oh, oh, oh. They trying to get out the way. Man, my mama eyes this big. You know what I'm saying? She looked like Rocky Raccoon. She like, oh, goodness, what? You know, I'm like, come on, mama. All I knew was like, get my mama, you know what I'm saying, away from the way. Because you got people jumping up from the tables, moving away, kind of running. Here it is. Now you got the police running over there. I don't want nobody knock my mama down. So, boom. I get my mama up. I kind of move her to the side. And I'm trying to watch everything, too. So, look. They tearing tail. They giving it all they got. My mama, she looking. I'm looking too. Of course, you know, it wasn't gonna go no real long time. You got the police running over there. Now, when I say police, of course, we just talk about the staff, you know. Wasn't no police in no suits and all that like in prison. Not way back then. I don't, you know what? The police probably wear suits or that why. I'm not sure. Y'all, one of y'all in the comments will let me know. I don't know what the police wear. But when I was in Y, they wore their regular street clothes. They just wore their regular clothes. So boom. They running over there. They diving on fools. They trying to break the fight up. They trying to, you know what I'm saying, separate people, which they, you know, they eventually they separate them because more of them came. The dudes, they going off, they spitting at each other, they hollering, they woofing, whoa, 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 wah, this whoop, this killer, that killer, this killer, and this, that, da. I'm like, dang, boy, look at this here. Boy, they getting down for their grits and gravy. So anyway, once the police separated them, they made the Crip dude and the blood dude, made their family leave, you know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering if they were going to get into it in the parking lot outside. But now they could have went to jail for that. They could have went to jail. They could have went to jail for what they just did in here. But now the police making them leave. They cuffed up. They cuffed the Crip dude up and the blood. They cuffed him up. Frog walked them on up out of there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got them. They gone. They ended the visiting. They ended the visit for the rest of the day. Told them they come over the loudspeaker. All you know what I'm saying. All visitors have to go. Visits over for the day. This, that, and other. So that messed up visits for the day. Everybody else had to report back to their prospective units. This, and that, and all that old crazy stuff. Man, but look, when I got back to the unit, boy, I was at the time I think I was on S&T. I think I was on S&T. But, man, I'm telling the homies, I'm telling everybody, I'm like, cuz, man, what, man, y'all ain't gonna believe what happened on the visit yard, cuz. Man, what, man, we heard, man. Woo. I'm like, cuz, man, they was out there bumping. They was locking up. They was getting them up. Ooh, man, such and such from such and such, got down with such and such from such and such, cuz they folks. You know what I'm saying? They went to lock it up on the yard. They were like, what? I'm like, yeah, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Channel 6 News. I don't want to talk about it, you know. But yeah, that right there, hands down, probably had to be the wildest thing that I actually witnessed myself on the visiting yard. Now, I've heard of different stuff going down on yards. Yep, of course. But as far as me being right there to see it, no, that was the only one. That was the only one, man. What did they ship them? They shipped the Crip dude. They transferred him. When they put him in lockup, they end up transferring him behind that. He got transferred. But it wasn't them things, man. Wasn't them things, man. You know, that's some of the stuff back then that you would go through in that life. In that life, yeah, man. That's some of the stuff you would go through, man. Anyway, man, that was that story, man. I had to tell that. And for y'all out there that's listening, man, how about them big bad Boston Celtics? Them Boston Celtics. For you Dallas fans, or for those who just want to be Boston Celtic haters, calm down. Dallas will win a game. They will win a game. I got them winning at least 2 games. I got them losing it all in 6, though. You know what I'm saying? Dallas 2 games, Boston 4 games. But they will lose the series. They will lose the whole series, man. 2 people not gonna beat 6 to 8 people. And that's what you dealing with when you dealing with Boston. They bench from they starting 5 and they running 7-8 deep. Any from the first 8 people on Boston team, any of them at any given time can give you 20 or 30 points. Off the rip, out of nowhere. I'm talking about trays, the whole hookup. You ain't got that in Dallas, man. You got 2 people. You got Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. You shut any one of them down, then that's one person that's trying to beat 5 or 6 people. As you can see, they've been shutting Kyrie Irving down. So that leave it up to Luka Doncic to try to beat the whole Boston team basically by himself. Because everybody else, the other 3 or 4 people on Dallas, they ain't number role players. You know what I'm saying? You got the little Ricky Boy Lively out there. He can't do nothing but just jump around, play a little defense, but it's not enough. They don't have pure scores like Boston do. Boston got 5 or 6 pure scores. They first 6 off the rip, giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's before they bring in the little white dude like Peyton Pritchard, 3-point guru. Hauser, the other white boy, Hauser, 3-point guru. You know what I'm saying? Off the bench, bowling. Al Horford, Porzingis. Man, they bad, man. Too much. And they like, man, man, how can you be a Boston fan, man? I've been a Boston fan all my life. Ever since I knew what basketball was, I was a Boston fan. And okay, now I'm going to explain to you how that happened. A young kid, my father was a Boston fan. He was a Boston fan. Now, of course, my father's not originally from Los Angeles. But anyway, whatever it is, he was a Boston fan. And as a kid, when I was young, I used to always hear him talk about the Boston Celtics, Boston Celtics, Boston Celtics, Boston Celtics. So, you know, of course, me being a young kid, I idolized that a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay, Boston Celtic, Boston Celtic. You know what I'm saying? Boston Celtic, Boston Celtic. Okay, cool. Now, of course, this wasn't my real father. This was my stepfather. But I call my stepfather my real father because he was in my life way more than my biological father. So anyway, this was my sister's father. But I always call him mine. I love him. Rest in peace. But yeah, Boston, he was Boston. So I'm like, okay, Boston. So as I got older and started, you know, being able to differentiate between the teams and everything, I was already Boston. So I got caught up in the hype. You know, I come up in the air where Boston and the Lakers really, really hated each other, you know. So I come up in that air. You know, I've been packed out. You know, hey, man, they serious in LA about them Lakers, man. I've been packed out a couple of times going, you know, back and forth with this Boston and Laker thing. But at the end of the day, man, Boston Celtics for the win. F the Lakers all the way around the table. F them, you know. But anyway, man, it's me, man, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, y'all stay safe, man. Stay above ground, man. I represent the gangsters, homie. The Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace.
Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie. Ain't nobody gangsta boogie. 4, 2, 1, man. 4, 2, 1, man.